Okay, so based on where I left off last time, I have to go to the boiler room, which is probably one of the farthest farthest rooms away. So here we go. And once again, I better be careful because I have 29 magic pencils and I keep running into these guards. So I lose 5 more there. It might be a good idea for me to visit some of the classrooms and try for the academic challenges so that I never get down to 0 magic pencils. I'm going to take my chances right now, though, and continue to the boiler room. So I have to find the elevator. I can actually go up the steps too, but since I have the elevator code, that is much faster. And time will become an issue in this game. Okay, so now let's see what happens when I reach the boiler room. So here are other academic classrooms. You have another writing classroom, you have a geography classroom, a reading classroom, and a history classroom. In all these classrooms you can earn magic pencils in. Okay, so here and I looked at my map so I knew exactly where the boiler room was. Here it is. When I go in, there's a gnome, and he says, "You're not allowed in the boiler room." And I say, "I know, but I obtained the key to this boiler room by entering a secret key into the telephone booth." And he says, "I see, you must be the one who left your lunchbox at school." "Unfortunately, yes. Can you help me?" "I don't know where your lunchbox is," says the gnome, "but I do have something that I believe will be of great value." "Really?" "It's a tool I've used for many years to find objects I have lost. It's something that was invented right here in this school. It's long since been forgotten, and I believe mine is the last one." "What is it?" I say. "It's a hot-cold sensor. It will indicate how close or how far you are from your lunchbox." Good luck, my friend. And that is a very good tool to have. Thank you. This will be of enormous help. I'll return it when I find my lunchbox. So off I go with my hot-cold sensor. Now, let's see what happens here. So you see I can click on this. Right now, it says I'm pretty close to where my lunchbox is. It's on hot. But let's read the Book of Sorts next, because it's going to tell me what I should do. Now it just says, find the lost lunchbox. But there's a hint here. The passage finder will be of great help. Look for a clue in the history classroom. So there's a passage finder. So this means I have to go to the history classroom. And the history classroom, this is one of the hardest ones to do. And honestly, it took me a couple times before I got this right. Unfortunately, there's no way around going to the history classroom. And you see the history professor here. It says, "Welcome to the history classroom. In the quest to find your lost lunchbox, you can earn valuable magic pencils and maybe a clue or two by passing the history quiz. Be warned that these quizzes can be quite challenging, and you may have to do some research to learn the correct answers. If you answer incorrectly, it will cost you some of your precious magic pencils." So, do you wish to take the history quiz? Yes, I'm going to show you how to do this. So there are 5 history events. I have to arrange them in the correct order. There's 6, sorry. So, the Lewis and Clark expedition returns from the American West. The first working telescope was invented by scientists in the Netherlands. I believe that is one of the first ones. The Lewis and Clark expedition returns from the American West. Let's put that here. The Jamestown colony is found in Virginia, so that is probably the second one. World War I ends. Allied forces land in France, what came to be known as D-Day. I know that is the last one. You can look these up on Google or something as well. The Ford's Model T car is first assembled, so that's going to go before World War I ends. So the only one I'm not sure about, the only one is between 1 and 2. The rest I know I got, so let's see if I'm going to check my answers. and I missed the first two. That's going to cost me. I got them all, so I only lose 4 magic pencils, but I'm going to go right back in, give it another shot. So I already know what to do, and let's hope I can get these right. Okay, so George Washington becomes America's first president. I know that the Lewis and Clark expedition should go before Lincoln. President Lincoln is assassinated. The Civil War begins. I'm going to say right here. Then this. Ford Model T. Actually, Nintendo is a very old company, so it was founded before the Model T car was first assembled. So now I think I have these right. George Washington becomes America's first president. The Lewis and Clark expedition returns from the American West. The Civil War begins, and Lincoln is assassinated. Nintendo and Ford Model T cars first assembled. Let's see. So I got them all this time. Since you performed so well, I will give you access to my locker. You can view the locker code from the Book of Swords whenever you decide to search the locker room for the lunchbox. Okay, so I have to make yet another trip back to the locker room. I'm going to save my game, and we will save that for a next video.